Hi, my name is Devon Wolf from Mystical Drumming. You can find us at mysticaldrumming.com. Mysticaldrumming.com is a radical, revolutionary approach to drumming. Whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced drummer, you can benefit from this just profoundly. Why is it called Mystical Drumming? Well, to help you understand what this is and what this can do for you, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about my background and how this came to be. When I was in my youth, I started to become sick due to various reasons. Amongst them, let's just say I had a troubled childhood. During that time, it's going back to my early 20s, I was on the verge of becoming a professional drummer. I was going to enter the drumming world, and it was my goal to become one of the headline drummers of the world. And right at the pinnacle, the starting point, so to speak, I was taken out of the game by disease. I had developed rheumatoid arthritis, a particular type called psoriatic arthritis. Too much information, but okay, yeah. So if you want to look that up, that's fine. My disease had progressed, to keep a long story short, to the point where I was sent home to die, given no chance to live by the medical profession. I had on the outside maybe 2 months to live. This is the beginning of my real journey. So while I lay there in a devastated physical state, mentally wrecked on every single level, I left conventional medicine, conventional everything, and I set upon a journey to heal myself because I did not accept that I was going to die. And I was led by an inner voice, I'll just call it an inner voice, an inner guidance that I feel we all have, and it guided me to heal myself. And during the healing process, I started to look beyond just nutrition. I wanted to make my body healthier in every which way, so it led me to studying Tai Chi and then Qigong and some mild forms of martial arts, and eventually it led into more higher level of martial arts such as Aikido and Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, etc. During that process, my body started to get stronger. I became mentally stronger. I was also doing a lot of mental work. I was reading every possible thing I could get my hands on, or listening or watching anything about self-help or self-improvement, going to workshops, groups, therapy, anything I could possibly do. Developed a lot of certifications in nutrition and mental health principles and technologies and systems. Started to teach people what I was learning. During this time, I went to law school, became an entertainment law attorney due to my gravitation to the musical world. And I began to gain my drumming skills back, and then some. I studied pretty much any drumming book, video, DVD, or anything that I also can get my hands on. Studied with many of the best drummers in the world. Started to teach others, and I felt that though these drummers, those who wrote the books and the DVDs and the CDs and such, had done just incredible work, going way back to the Maulers and people like that, and to more modern day people, that there was a sort of limitation, kind of like a plateau that I was hitting, that was there in general and with the students that I was teaching. And I just felt that there was more. I was learning as a motivational speaker at that time, and a mentor and coach of others, a life coach and such. that the mind had infinite capacity. So it occurred to me two things in general: that the ancient wisdom that I was studying as far as the mind and other areas of life, and plus the ancient artistry and wisdom of the martial arts, that if I somehow could apply those principles to drumming, that I could maybe unleash a giant within. And that's what happened. I started to look at drums and say, well, this is a 4-limb process, right? 2 hands, 2 feet. And it was, it came very easily when I started to put it together that I was studying how to move my body in the most efficient way possible through martial arts. And I started to apply that to the drums. And then as well, I felt that there were limitations, or that there were blocks, resistance, which we all have. And let's face it, we all have resistance to what I could do, that I was putting self-imposed limitations upon myself. So I decided to unblock myself by using the techniques, the systems, the mental technologies that I've learned, such things as NLP, which stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and other things. I began to explode, just absolutely race onto incredible higher levels as a drummer. And I started to teach students what I was learning or developing myself. It was amazing to me, the fantastic, remarkable results that these students that were studying with me were getting as well. So I thought about it further, and I started to systemize it. I started to think about, well, if I wanted to teach this to a larger audience, people who could not necessarily be with me in person, how could I put this into some sort of program, a system? And that developed mystical drumming. And what mystical drumming is the incorporation of the ancient wisdom of the martial arts movement of the body applied to the drums. So we move our hands and feet and such in a way that is with maximum efficiency and effectiveness. And we tap into our mind, which has infinite capacity, which unleashes infinite capacity on our body. So we no longer are limited by anything. Just to show you, so you can understand, I do wear wrist supporters because of my disease. I am much healthier, though I am not completely healed. My hand, if you can see my right hand, I'm showing this hand to you so you can tell, okay? My fingers go that way, my knuckles kind of all screwed up, and I can't open my hand. This is my right hand, that's as much as I can open it. So most of my body has come back from devastation, however some of it has not. So I am a handicapped person who has gone on to reclaim his life, his health, for the most part, and go to the point where now I am ready to enter the drumming world once again, my second chance, and I don't take that lightly. Having a second chance is a rare opportunity, and I mean to make the most of it, and to now share the blessings that I have garnered with you. So during this process, you will learn how to play drums from an entirely new perspective. And the beautiful part of this is that you also can learn to become a much more confident person. The wisdom, the insights can be shined onto the other areas of your life, whether it be your relationships, your job, your studies, your other hobbies, whatever it may be. Maybe you play different instruments. It'll definitely help you with everything. It can really actually radically revolutionize your whole life. So, mystical drumming, it's something that can not just change your drumming forever, open up the possibility to make you a master drummer. It also is something that can lead you to have an entirely new life. So welcome, and the journey begins. Thank you.